I'd like to welcome you all to this press conference to provide an update for the 2012 Calypso show. I am the Information Officer for the Ministry of Education and Culture, Ms. Colleen Penn. Also at the head table here, we have the Chairman of the Virgin Island Festivals and Fairs Committee, Mr. Marvin Blyden. Next to him, we have Mr. Marvin Williams, the Chair of the Subcommittee for the 2012 Calypso show. At the far end, we have the Acting Director of Culture, Ms. Brenda Letsom-Tai. With any further ado, I'd like to ask the Chairman, Mr. Marvin Blyden, to give his remarks.
Thank you, Ms. Penn, for inviting us here today. And I want to go ahead and thank the media for coming along with us on board. I know you all have been following us along wherever we go, and I really want to say thanks for the hard work. As you all know, for the past few weeks, we have been having a lot of problems trying to resolve the Calypso show, which was on the burner for a while. I am more than happy to report that the Calypsonian, along with the committee, have met. We had our final meeting yesterday, and we are in agreement, and I believe this year we are going to have what it is one of the best Calypso show in history. I will go ahead and let the chairman of the Calypso committee tell you all what have been going on with the Calypsonian so far. Thank you.
I would like to thank you guys again for being here at this press conference. We have invited you here today to inform you our way forward with this year's Calypso show. Previously, we had some unresolved issue with the Calypsonians. However, we have compromised and we have met an agreement. The agreement for this year is that there will be one show. There wouldn't be an elimination show. There will be one show on the 28th of July where there will be 18 Calypsonians taking part in this show, each putting forward one song. So we asked them to bring their best game forward and bring their best song so that we could have a spectacular show this year. We had some rules that we enforced this year that the Calypsonians were not really for. However, some of them were compromised and an agreement was met, and some of them was left as is. The Calypsonians this year would have to bring one brand new song. They can't bring anything that was previously used in any form. The prizes for this show will be, for the first prize, the car plus $3,000. The second prize would be $4,000 cash. The third prize is $3,000. And the fourth prize is $2,000. However, there will be a consolation prize for the Calypsonians who do not place. So all the remaining Calypsonians will receive $500 cash. With appearance at festival events, we compromised on that one, where the Calypso, the Monarch for this year will make a guest appearance at Miss BVI. However, if scheduled on any other festival event where there is a paying gate, there will be a fee paid to the Calypsonian between $600 to $800, which is negotiable. So that's where we are for this year. We're hoping to have a great show, and we're hoping to have you all on board, and we're hoping that this year we would set the standard for next year.
Thank you so much, Mr. Williams. I'll now let the Acting Director of Culture, Mrs. Brenda Letsom-Tai, give her remarks.
And we are very pleased to have the press with us as we give the official update on the 2012 Calypso show. the Department of Culture, of course, and the ministry, we're very happy to have seen this resolved. We were not that far apart, but sometimes it takes a little talking for us to realize we're looking at the same side of the same coin. Nevertheless, we're moving forward. July 28th, Saturday, July 28th, 9 p.m. will be the Calypso show. I have a very important announcement to make at this time. On that same evening will be the official opening of Festival 2012. Festival will begin with the Gospel Fest on Thursday, the 26th of July, as scheduled. However, due to circumstances beyond our control, we have had to move the official opening ceremony from that Thursday evening to the Saturday evening, the 28th of July, 2012. The official opening will begin at 8 p.m. sharp, and immediately following, the Calypso show for 2012 will commence. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Bernadette Samtai. The chair would like to make one statement before we take any questions.
I just want to clear up one of the things that Marvin said, that the final, all the Calypsonians will be get $500 cash. That is not a paying price. That was a token to help the Calypsonian with the writing of their music. So we don't want to make it look like we are paying the Calypsonian to sing. Just want to make that clear.
For reason and standpoint newspaper, Mr. Williams, the rules that you spoke of, were any discussions held with the Calypsonians prior to the enforcement of those rules?
We have been meeting with the Calypsonians as early as April, and we have been in discussion about everything that was in place when they were in place.
At that point in time, did they express their concerns to the committee as it relates to these rules?
They had discussions among themselves, so they never really addressed it with the committee.
So what you're saying is that the committee was not aware that they had concerns until they received the petition?
That's when we officially was aware. We heard of we heard of their gripes, but there was never an official thing sent by them.
So when they signed the petition, you met with them afterwards?
Before.
So you never met with them afterwards, after the petition was signed?
We met last night. That was the only time we met after the petition was signed.
And this was after the meeting with the minister when he had intervened?
Right.
About the bar, you could give us brief ideas to some of the areas that they were disgruntled about or they didn't agree with?
You're basically wanting to find out which areas were in disagreement that were compromised, that a compromise was made. Well, those are the exact same areas he mentioned in his presentation, which were, if I recall, the Monarch Reign, which events he will perform at for free. And we have decided that Miss BVI is definitely for free. But should they be invited and asked to perform on an event where VIFFC is collecting, then we will negotiate a price between $600 to $800 with the Monarch. That was one, correct? Secondly, the fee, it's not a fee. They had asked for a certain amount of money to be given to them whether they won or not. We did not agree to that at all. What we did agree to is to assist them in their preparations for the Calypso show in the sum of $500. And that $500 is essentially the monies that they will receive, because it was almost construed that you were being paid to lose. Whether you lost or won, you're being paid. But we understand that they do go out of pocket to prepare for the show, and we think it's only fair if we compensate them in that preparation. So that is the sum of $500. The prizes have remained the same from first to fourth place. Another issue was whether they would be allowed to sing songs that were previously released, and we did not compromise on that. The answer is no. They are to bring brand new material. And when we say brand new material, we mean you're not laying new words over an old track. completely new material for the Calypso show this year. And I think that was it. Those were the issues which were in contention.
Okay, one final question. Regarding the Calypso show being the same night with the Gospel Fest.
It's not the same night as the Gospel Fest. Perhaps I need to reiterate what I said. Sorry. The program shows that the opening of Festival 2012 this year begins with the Gospel Fest. And we were planning on having an official ceremony that evening to start the festival with Gospel Fest. We were all going, we actually were all excited about it, but something has happened that's beyond our control. We have no choice but to move that official ceremony, and the earliest we can have it done is Saturday night, just before the Calypso show.
Good morning, Beverly Lewis at BVI. Something I didn't hear mentioned with regards to the compromise in terms of the Calypso Monarch performing overseas. What was agreed on where that is concerned?
Oh, that is non-negotiable as well. He has to get permission, not necessarily permission, but if he's going on as the Virgin BVI Monarch, he needs to have endorsement from the Festival and Fairs Committee. That is non-negotiable. He's representing us.
Given the fact that there wouldn't be an elimination round, how did you come up with the 18 Calypsonians?
Those are the Calypsonians who are already registered for the show. And 17 of them are the ones going to the show, and then the Monarch would make 18, the Monarch from last year.
Thank you.
Good morning, Gordon French, BVI Planning News. Mr. Blyden, sir, this question is directed to you. In relation to the competition, there's always been rules set out in the competition when the Calypsonians come to sign up. So I guess they knew of the rules before. Do you think that we're setting a bad precedence in this case in terms of bending the rules?
Well, yeah, the Calypsonian definitely knew about the rules. The rules were not just put there. For the longest a while after being around, most of the Calypsonian are old Calypsonian, so they know about the rules. It's nothing that we make up or we change. All we have been doing is enforcing the rules this year. And as we go along, you will see a lot of changes in festival, because festival is not like years ago, just get up and do things. There's a format laid out by the minister, and right now we are following every ounce of it. And so far, we are on the right track.
Mr. Williams, you mentioned a while ago that the Monarch the 18th Calypsonian, but I'm wondering whether the Monarch has to sign up on the application form. Has he done that?
We have some amendments to make on our form, and as soon as we get that done today, he will.
You're hoping?
Well, that's word from him.
Malika McPherson, the Allentown newspaper. Who would be the guest artists at the Calypso show? Each year you have that, and I think this year's Virgin Gorda Festival, there was an overseas host, and there was an incident. Are you going to take any steps to ensure that that does not happen again?
Yeah, could you go ahead and elaborate on the incident, because none of my members know about no incident.
There were changes in the MC.
They had to change the MC because he was drunk.
Well, yeah, the MC, I think he had one too much, and I guess the show was excited, and the MC had one too much, so he just went go relax. And not that they really changed him, because I think he had payback later on, right?
We could show him sleeping at the back of the stage.
Okay. Anyway, we will make sure that that don't happen this year, because I think the chairman have already chose. If he hasn't already chosen, then he will be choosing somebody who is going to take the show directly through.
Will there be any rule enforced by the committee that the host of the show shouldn't be drinking any alcohol?
Well, basically, let me say that if I was around the stage in Wajingara when I found out that the host was drinking alcohol, I would have him removed immediately, because when you go into a show, I mean, I don't care what caliber you is. The minute you begin to represent, then you have to take your representation to a different level. You can't come speak to big people and then you stone drunk. That's not acceptable in BVI.
I understand what you're saying, but would you enforce such a rule?
Oh, we will make sure that that don't happen. I think the Festival and Fair Committee, all the people that we are bringing to the BVI, we have already done our homework and make sure that they are approved by standard.
Any more questions from the media? Do any of the guests at the head table have any closing remarks you'd like to make? Mr. Williams, let me let you go first.
Okay, I just want to thank you guys for being here today. Thank you. And I hope on the 28th we see all y'all out there having a good time and taking in the great show we have planned for you this year. Thank you.
Ms. Tai?
Well, I just want to say, Calypso Show is one of my favorite events in the festival festivities. And I am personally, even we've had a little moment of contentions, I am looking forward to what the Calypsonians have to bring, because I think it's going to be hyped. They have one chance, they have one song, so they have to come on and bring it on. The whole reason I'm getting up there is to win. So I think they're going to come up with their best, and I think that the public at large will be in for a tremendous show. And do come and enjoy.
I personally would like to go ahead and invite everyone to come to this show. If you miss this show, I believe you miss it all. Because from meeting with the Calypsonians yesterday, all of them are very excited. I am happy that they were excited to come to the agreement that we all come to, and they said they are going to put on the best show for us. So I look forward and I invite everyone, even if Calypso is not your favorite thing, come out that night and support us. And I want everybody to support the festival committee with every fundraiser, everything we do, because we are trying very hard this year. Thank you all for coming.
There's a question as relates to the gate fee for entering on that night.
The first paying event is the Calypso Show on the 28th of July at $20. The second paying event is on the 2nd of August, where we have the reunion of our Caribbean ecstasy. Will be in the village, and there will be $9 entry fee. On Friday, the 3rd, and Saturday, the 4th, the International Calypso Show, and that's the Friday and the Saturday evening, and the reggae show. Those are both $25 each.
That being all, I'd like to thank you all for coming to today's press conference to update you on the 2012 Calypso Show. Do enjoy the rest of your day.